Hi, beautiful beings of light. It's Tiffany here, sending you lots of love and lots of light today. Welcome to today's teaching video, another exciting video. And I always have lots to share, so I'm really hoping that today's video brings you more inspiration and more joy as you learn how to attune, connect, and channel with your clear quartz crystal points. And this video will be especially helpful to those of us that are drawn to crystals, those of us that are energy healer, crystal healers, channelers, and those of us that are starseeds and have awakened or have remembered some of the Lemurian Atlantean memories from our past lives. If you are someone that wanted to learn more about how to work with these beautiful, magnificent artifacts from the Lemurian Atlantean era, stay tuned to this video and let's talk about them more. Step 1. When connecting, understanding, and channeling with your own quartz crystal point or crystal wand, understand and remember that it is a very dynamic, intuitive, and personal experience. Each crystal in themselves are very unique, just like every one of you. You all have different vibrations, different lifetimes, different spiritual gifts. So videos like this video and other websites can act as a guideline, but always trust in your own innate guidance system to help you channel with the assistance of these beautiful crystals. The next step is to pick out your crystal, and everyone picks out their crystal differently. If you're in a store picking up your crystal, you'll be drawn to that piece itself. And when you pick them up, you will just feel this vibration within your body through your clairsentient, like, oh, there's like tingly sensations. I can feel vibration when I connect with this crystal. If you're more claircognizant, you will just know, like you will just be drawn to this piece. You can also order online as well. There are some beautiful pieces that are available on many online stores, and it's kind of like, where's Waldo? You're like looking at the pictures and you're like, that one is calling to me. It's like, bing, 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 pick me. And that's also one way that you can pick out your crystal as well, is using your clear abilities to connect to which piece calls to you. And if you want to learn more about clairsentient and claircognizant, I have a lot of videos talking about these abilities. The next step is to understand and treat your crystal with love and with care. And these crystals themselves, there are many ways that you can cleanse them, many ways that you can charge them. I prefer simple methods, and for me, I use essential oils, especially the very high vibrational one like myrtle or white angelica. And I would just place a little bit and just kind of give my crystal a bit of like an oil bath. And that's how I would like cleanse it and charge it up. Other times I like to place it in my crystal singing bowl with like a pillow in the center, and I would play the singing bowl to cleanse out and charge the crystal. So I like those methods because a lot of us are very busy and we can't always, catch up on the full moon and, remember to take out our crystal during a summer day. So I find these methods are very efficient and it works very well, and it can be incorporated into anybody's busy schedule. So now that you have picked out your new companion, your new friend, crystal gives pet rocks a new meaning, is to take a moment to connect with it energetically in a meditation. And so how you hold the crystal, again, is very intuitive. If it's like a big piece like this, I like to support the base with one hand, and the other hand, I will support the side. And I like to place it in the center of my solar plexus, because that's where a lot of my clear feeling or clairsentient comes from. So I would press it against my solar plexus to attune myself to the crystal. Sometimes I'll also place it just in front of my womb and have it rest on my legs in lotus pose to connect. So that's one way. And if you have smaller pieces, you can also place them on one of your hand. And most people have like a receiving hand, or one side that's more sensitive to receiving energy. For me is the left at the right side of my body. So I will put it on the right side of my hand. And as I'm lying down, I might put it on my higher heart, or again on my solar plexus, and just be in the meditation of being. There's no agenda, no expectation, and just feeling as though you are in a beautiful park and you're just enjoying, you're just being there, feeling into the trees, the sounds of the songbirds. That's the vibration that you want to get into to attune to your crystal. And other methods is you can use two hands. So when I see clients in healing sessions, I have these two helpers. So one on one hand, and this is a Lemurian quartz, and this is a golden healer. So I'll hold them in both of my hands during healing session. So I'm not using so much of my own spiritual power and spiritual stamina. I'm drawing upon, right, using these keys, drawing upon into other higher dimensions. So I'm not as tired as I would be to just use my own energy. Another way is you can have two double terminated points. And let's say you're feeling somewhat tired, or you're feeling some stuckness in the body and it's not really moving. You can lie down and place one of each of these crystals on both palms and lie down. So both of these points then circulates the energy back and forth from your body. It creates the circuitry to move energy throughout your body. And to make it even more efficient, you can use your breath work to consciously activate the crystal and let the circuitry move throughout your body. And this one here is called a generator. So a generator is hexagon shaped, and these guys are very good in focusing an energy. So it's really good for in the center of a crystal grid. When I'm doing healing on people as well, let's say I need to work on third eye, for example. So as they are lying down, I would place the crystal on the third eye to focus the spiritual light energy into their third eye. If they need some healing in the heart, same thing. I will move it down to the heart and move it down to the solar plexus. So now let's talk about the characteristics of your crystal. Now, each of these crystals are so beautiful. They are like unique, like snowflakes. And it's so beautiful, just like each and every one of us. We all have our unique characteristics that we can work with. And so it's good to spend some time to first see into the different lines, the markings, the rainbows, the empath wounds, the sigils, and the different faces of your crystal point, because each of them have a metaphysical connection to help you understand how to use the crystal. So there are really many, many ways to read into a crystal. And if I were to talk about all of them in this video, I think it would be like a 1 hour video. And I'm not going to torture you guys with a 1 hour video, but we'll just talk about some big ones that come up today. So there are inclusions, right? Or these rainbows, should I say. The rainbows in the crystal, when placed under the light, can reflect rainbows. And these rainbows will often tell you what are some of the light frequency that this crystal can help you access. So when I first ordered this piece online, my intention was I wanted a piece to help me with the healing sessions. And this one was calling to me. And when I received it in person, I realized the rainbow in this crystal reflects magenta and emerald colors. That's the heart chakra area. And the heart chakra is so important, right? In terms of the work that I do, helping people heal, channeling. It's all about the heart chakra. So I was like, oh, that's so interesting. And at certain times, you can also see some violet inside this crystal rainbow as well, which is the crown chakra. So I'm like, so that's why this piece was calling to me. So that's one way. And sometimes when you look into the rainbow themselves, you can see what type of higher dimensional beings or realm that the crystal connects you to. So in this crystal, I can see my guardian angel in this, the rainbow inside the crystal itself. And so it was very synchronistic because in my meditation, I was seeing the guardian angel. And then I can also see, like a few weeks later, the same shape of my guardian angel in this crystal, which is perfect because when you do channeling, you want protection. You want your guardian angel to be with you. There's also on crystal themselves some empathic wounds. So this is an empathic wound. It's been chipped before, and it's like us empath, like pew, negative comment, pew, judgment, pew. We're so sensitive to the world, and having a crystal like this can help us mend those wounds. And some of you might have seen my other post saying, you know what, just because it hurts when someone criticizes you, don't stop, keep going, keep shining your light. And the crystal really help me draw onto that warrior, that resilient spirit. Now, there are also these bands on the Lemurian crystal as well. So how I like to read them is I actually like to hold them like this. And I brush my thumb down the crystal all the way to the point. And when I do this, I get tingling just throughout my body, up and down my spine. When I try the other way, it doesn't really do anything for me. So I know some websites actually say the opposite. They say go down to activate and go up to deactivate. But for me, it's the opposite. So like I say, it's different, right? For everyone and depending on the crystal. So try it out with your crystal, right? See if yours activate through your thumb moving down towards the point. And then there's like sensation, vibration of activation, or maybe it's the other way for you. And each side, every time you meditate with it, because it's like a multidimensional object, it really does help you download different things during different periods of your life. And that's why I say it's such a dynamic process, because it changes. You're never gonna finish reading all the downloads from the crystal. It's always gonna be able to connect you to other higher realms, other higher spiritual wisdom, other Akashic memories. So very, very beautiful to work with. And the other thing is sometimes you see some very interesting etchings along the crystals. And some people have, categorized them as like different star system. And to me, I'm like, probably, but again, it's different for everyone and every crystal. So in the etchings, you want to use kind of like your fingertips to feel more into it. And like, for example, right now, as I'm doing this, right when I stop here, I feel a strong vibration. So I know that up to here, I still have downloads from this crystal energetically. There's still more etchings down the side, but even just pressing down here, I know that it's already giving me a lot of downloads, right? So as I download more and more codes, I can go deeper and deeper down the side of the crystal. So that's this one over here. And let's now look at my big specimen. And I'll try to keep it short so I don't keep you guys for too long. But here is a bridge. So you can see this guy has like a dorsal fin that comes out from the crystal. And so this bridge in itself can help me access timelines. So when I want to do timeline work on myself, I then attune myself. And I find that it works best for me when I place my fingertips on the bridge like this when I'm meditating, to connect with my ability to shift timelines, to heal timelines, whether it be past lives or parallel lives and multidimensional lives. So this helped me work with timeline. Other times can help me astral travel as well. And with this one, you can also see there is a side that have these bands, but there's other sides with these abundance crystal that comes out kind of like those It's like Morse code. And with these guys, I like to read this way. So horizontal, and I just read the crystal and feel into the energy like that. This one also have some windows in it as well. It's kind of small, so sorry about that, but it indented into the crystal and it's a hexagon shape. So I know that that's a window that can help me access information as well. If it's a window, I find that once again, you need to go into a deep meditation to connect with that window, because that window brings you to maybe another realm, like the elemental or the angelic realm. And there you might be able to access more information with your guide. I don't know, because everyone is different. And on the other side, it has some very, very interesting markings. And I haven't even finished reading this crystal yet. I just tapped the surface of this crystal because there's so much information in it. And you'll be able to see that there was this baby one that's beginning to form on the side. And I see like triangle shapes along the side as well. Oftentimes triangle shapes are known as record keepers. So it's helping you access the Akashic records. So you can see into Lemuria, see into Atlantean era, and be able to see, oh, what did they live, what did they live in, like the buildings and certain flashes of memory during those era. And finally, let's see, there's different phases as well. So this is getting heavy now, but let me grab the small one again. So the small one like this, there are different phases and different time links as well. So time links are these little windows over here. They look like let's see, yes, right here, a parallelogram on one point of the crystal. So I like to work with these time links by placing my finger on the time link itself. It's like a button. And if it's on the right side of the crystal, it will help you activate the right side of your brain. And I tested it. So as I press on this guy, then yeah, I can feel the energy coming up to the side of my face. This also have another time link right here on the left side. So when I press on it on the left side, I will feel energy going up the left side of my brain. So these seems to be very good in balancing your left and right hemispheres of your brain. There's also something called the Isis face as well. So the Isis face is a five-sided shape on the crystal. I have one similar. It's not an exact Isis face on this one because it's missing the tip here. There was some damage, but you can see it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the Isis face is to help you connect with that majestic, beautiful goddess energy in the cosmic universe. So if you want to work on the feminine side, the Isis face will help you connect to the goddess resonance and help you work with that energy. So if you're doing womb healing, if you're doing attunement with a goddess or channeling with a goddess, having an Isis face crystal would really help. And with Isis face, what I like to do is holding it almost like a mouse, like a computer mouse. You have it on the table and you place your hand on the face like this and then begin your meditation or channeling practice. So I hope that this video has been helpful to you. There's quite a lot of information. If you want to learn more, this website that I found, ArkansasCrystalWorks.com, if you go to their tab that says Arkansas Crystal and go to Quartz Crystal landing page, metaphysical description, you will see that they outlined a lot of different pictures of what these characteristics can mean and what energy it contains and can connect you to. So take some time, do some research, get to know your crystal, get to know what your crystal can do for you. And it's quite an interesting experience because not only does it connect you to the higher realm and your own spiritual guidance, but it also connects you to the elementals. Many elements are in this crystal. So working with the elementals, and it's really a multidimensional vehicle. That's how I look at these quartz crystal points. And let me know in the comment section, do you have your crystal points? Have you figured some new things about your crystal points? What have been your experience working with your crystal points? I would love to learn more in the comment below. And if there's any topics that you want to learn more as well, please feel free to ask me in the comment, and I do read them. And if a lot of people ask me the same question, I would usually do a video to help you guys with my ability, with my own knowledge. I don't know everything, I'm not perfect, but I do my best to help. If you want to learn more about channeling, I have a self-study course called Channel Divine Messages with Spirit Guides. It's available on my website. There's also options to do private sessions with me as well. I do Starseed reading, Akashic reading, inner child work, and much more. And if you're someone that are looking for a mentor, and if you feel that I have the right energy and vibration to be one of your mentor, I do have training academies as well to help train healers in working with the goddess energy, channeling light language, and so forth. You can find more information in my website, which I will link below the video. And once again, sending you lots of love and lots of light. Go out there and work your magic. I will see you in the next video. Bye.